Question 2. Ezekiel, I don't know how you pronounce that, has decided to set up his own health fund in a savings account. Instead of taking out private health insurance, he will deposit fortnightly payments of $64.50 into the account, which earns an interest rate of 3.45% per annum, compounded fortnightly. State one factor, other than changes in interest rate, that Ezekiel should consider when providing health costs in this way. Well, the first thing that I'd be sort of thinking about is the inflation rates. That'd probably be the easiest one to think about because current medical costs are going to increase over time due to inflation. So that's what I'm going to say here. So inflation of current medical costs over an extended period of time. That probably really nails that one mark. Ezekiel has been told that he might need knee surgery in 5 years' time. This type of surgery currently costs around $17,000. Calculate how much Ezekiel will have in his account after 5 years. So this is where we'll bring out the calculator again, and we will get out of that mode and we'll be using our TMV solver for this and plugging in our numbers, and you always want to mention what you're actually putting into this. So I, PV, PMT, FE, PY, and CY. So my N here will be looking at how much would he have in his account after 5 years. So we're looking at 5 and then multiply by how often it's compounding. Compounded fortnightly, so that'll be fortnightly is 26. My interest rate is 3.45%. I highly recommend getting a highlighter out for this so you can highlight the key areas. That's generally what I do. I might go and get a highlighter in a second so I can do that. My present value is, did he have anything in there? Deposit fortnight, which earns interest rate of this, blah, blah, blah. No. His PMT was $64.50. So that's putting into the bank, so negative 64.50. Future value, that's what we're calculating. PY is how often he's putting it there, so it's fortnightly. So 26, and then CY was 26 as well. So now our FV, when we put this in, 5 by 26, 3 points, well, that's a percent on, 45, negative 64.5. Future value, I don't know, zero. Negative 64.5, future value, I don't know, 26. And then solve that one. So my future value will be approximately $9,145.04. Approximately that. Now moving on. Ezekiel wants to pay the full cost of the surgery from the money in his savings account. In order to do this, calculate how much longer he will have to wait in the surgery after the 5 years. Now, the wording of this is really key. It's after how much longer after the 5 years. So we're going to have to keep that in, in our minds. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a question mark on the end because that's what we're wanting to find out. Our interest rate's still the same, so it's still 3.45%. Our present value, I'm going to do it from the start, so that's 0. You probably could save a step, but I'll do it this way. Our PMT will be... I'll do it this way. Our PMT will be negative 64.50. Our future value... we're wanting it to be the cost of the medical, 17,000, so that'll be positive because that's what we want afterwards. Our PY is still 26 and our CY is still 26. Now, the other way that I could have done it, and this is what I was thinking about, was just put the FV as my PV, and that'll get me my N straight away and saves me an extra step at the end. It probably would have been smarter, but I didn't think of that straight away. So the N, just doing it from the start, 3.45. Present value 0, negative 64.5. Future value, I want 17,000 out of it. So now I want to know how long my N is. Yeah, that's right. So my N is approximately 226 we'll go 17 fortnights in total, and then we've got to nights, and then what we've got to do is interpret how much longer after the 5 years that is. So if I just quit out of this for a sec, I want to know how long 5 by 26 is, so I've got to take 130 off of this value, so 226.17 minus my 130, which will give me 96.17 weeks. So therefore, I'm going to round it up. So as a Q will need to wait an extra approx 97 fortnights for the surgery. Like I said, the quicker way to answer that would probably just be put that present value back into there as a negative, obviously, and that'll give you the N straight away. But I'd already written stuff down, so what can you do? Let's move on to the next part. So, yep, that's in the screen. Ezekiel was able to wait 12 years for the surgery. The inflation rate over the 12 years averaged 2.8% per annum. Given that 12 years ago, the expected cost of the surgery was $17,000, calculate how much the surgery could cost now. So this is using our, basically, just our indexed value sort of formula. So the indexed value will equal, how much was it? It was 17,000. So 17,000. And then the inflation rate's 2.8. So that'll be 1.028 into here. How long was it for? 12 years. So it'll be to the power of 12. And that'll get me my index value. So therefore, indexed value. This is just a formula that you use, really. So it'll be 7, multiplied by 1.028, all to the power of 12. So index value will be approximately 23,679. So approximately 23,679.16, like so. At the age of 65, Ezekiel has a total of, that's off center, there we go. At the age of 65, Ezekiel has a total of 97,800 left in the health fund of his savings account. He has now made different arrangements to cover his health costs. He decides to invest this amount into an annuity to pay himself an income. The annuity pays 5.7% interest per annum, compounded weekly. Calculate the weekly income that Ezekiel can expect if the annuity is to last 10 years. So this once again is going back to your TMV solver, plugging all your numbers in, just working out what you're actually looking for. So the N, the I, the PV, the PMT, the FV, the PY, and the CY. Now my N, I'm looking at N for 10 years, so it'll be 10 by something. How often? Is it weekly? Yeah. So it's weekly, so that'll be 52. The interest rate's 5.7%. The present value is 97,800, and that'll be, he doesn't have it at the moment, so 97,800. The PMT is what we're calculating. The future value will be 0, we're assuming. The PY is weekly and the CY, so that's 52 and 52. So 10 by, 52. Type, Sean. 5.7. Present value negative 97,800. Future value of 0. 52, 52, and we're after the PMT. So we can see that PMT is approximately 246.84. And generally with these sorts of questions, I just interpret at the end. So therefore, as Q can expect a weekly income of approx 246.84 over 10 years. Like so.